Hey guys, just to let you know that this video is sponsored by Ant Keeping Depot. So in today's video I'm actually going to be talking about my meat ants and how they've totally outgrown their Outworld. So I reached out to the manufacturer, which in this case is High-Tech Ants, told them about some of the issues I was having with the lids on the first generation of Outworld, which is what I've got. They're much updated nowadays. And after having a chat with him, he offered to send me out his new large, which is coming to his shop very soon. So mine is a prototype, so things are subject to change, but he sent out his new large Outworld, which is considerably larger than what they've got here, giving them plenty of room for everything they need, including that huge garbage dump that they've got at the corner. So after just, simply blocking it off, this is the routine I go through for changing Outworlds. I lock ants in the Outworld and in the nest, and then I give the nest the new Outworld, and then the ants in the old Outworld are transferred through with tweezers holding cotton buds, which you just sort of nudge the ants with and they grab on. So this is it. Much bigger, much bigger unit. And it's a lot better for me and the ants. And its current measurements are 40 centimeters by 28 centimeters by 12. And that's not including its legs, which hold it up so we can use heat cables and stuff like that. If it's a tropical species, the Outworld sometimes needs heating. I normally run a heat cable under it, just to give it some ambient heat, but I never really fully heat Outworlds. At the moment I haven't got a species that delicate that the Outworld needs perfectly heating as well. So this is what I was talking about earlier, where I transferred the ants over on a cotton bud with some tweezers. So I'm moving ants from the old Outworld, which is now a self-contained unit, to the new Outworld, which has been given to the nest. And slowly but surely, it's starting to fill up, and things are returning back to normal. And I always like to finish off any sort of big move or disturbance with a nice big feeding session. It's really good to just distract the ants from them, as well as abundant food source, can help towards stresses. But these ants really don't care, as long as they've got what they want. They're pretty happy. So here we've got some lime protein jelly and some super juice, so some sugary water. And I've also thrown in some fruit flies and a few other bits and bobs for them. Here I'm just trying to get some nice visuals of them close up. So that's why I'm not using the dish, as you saw before, because I wanted them nice and close to the glass. And I really do like these close-up shots. It's always really interesting to see close-up what exactly is going on and everything. I quite enjoy, and always have, watching them clean their antennae. That's always been funny that they run it through the mouth, they wipe their antennae, then they do it again. I guess it's not like us where they can't really reach that well. The best they've got is a rub. But I've always enjoyed looking at them close up. And these are quite big ants, so close up you can get some good detail. It's much easier to get close up to big ants. Now, the speed that my meat ants have been growing, they will be outgrowing their nest setup, which is currently 2 High-Tech Ant 3D printed nests. They're rapidly becoming full. Now, I have some other High-Tech Ant nests, but I'd have to add them to them. None of them are single large units. They're all smaller units. So I would need like a web going to small units all over the place. And that's not very good at space saving. which is really important to me and my setup. If I don't space save, I can't keep as many species as I want tidily in the one shelving unit. So it's important to me to keep everything nice and compact. So using multiple little nests when they're not point blank connected to each other, when there's some sort of tube linkage, which is the case here, and you know, a 4-way adapter and everything, these take space and add up space. So I think when they need it, I will give them one of these huge laptop style nests that I've got from Wakushi. So I'll start a bit of mix and matching. I mean, that's the beauty of the whole system, is when they supply a tube connector, you can mix and match all you like. It's when they stick with their proprietary connectors to everything, it becomes a little annoying. But anything that can connect via a tube connector can be mixed and matched. And that's always helpful when you reuse products. So at the moment, the Outworld is the right size, but the nests aren't, so I mix and match to make the correct set. Now here in the footage, I actually got distracted and carried on watching. This guy has got a slightly damaged gaster. You can actually see the dent here now. But what I was really interested in is the ants followed him around for about half an hour. They just followed him. You know, cleaning, checking on it. I think it was like first aid essentially. Because even from the front of the ants, they knew to check him. And then they all went to the right spot, as if he's giving off signals that he needs medical attention, essentially. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this Outworld moving in video, and I'll catch you in my next one, guys. Stay safe.